Okay, so we're going to look first at the exam breakdown of the marks and what's going to be on it and all of that jazz first. So your exam is on Tuesday, June 12th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And it's going to have a total of 100 marks divided into multiple choice and short answer and calculation questions. So there are 30 multiple choice, which are worth 1 mark each, and this is the breakdown of how many multiple choice for each unit that there are. Then there'll be some short answer / calculation style questions, and then there's the breakdown of the marks for each unit. So obviously there's going to be some longer questions for quantities and solutions on stoichiometry stuff, because there's more heavily weighted towards that type of question versus the reaction stuff will be more naming and types of reactions and things. So there's a few more multiple choice for that style. So it's a total of 100 marks, and the breakdown is 30 knowledge marks, which are your multiple choice questions, 30 inquiry marks, which are mixed in here, 20 communication marks, so that's things like significant figures, writing your therefore statements, having the correct units, your answers being well organized, that kind of stuff, and 20 application marks in here as well. Your exam covers everything that we've done from the beginning of the year and is worth 20% of your final grade, but no organic chem. So the organic chemistry that we did right before the Christmas break is not part of the grade 11 curriculum and will not be on your exam. You'll do it again in grade 12. For extra help, okay, there'll be extra help at Grobo Times just like there normally is up until the end of classes. And then when we get into the exam schedule, I've got some extra help for sort of 2-hour chunks leading up to exam. So there'll be one on Thursday, June 7th. You might want to highlight this as well. So on Thursday, June 7th from 9:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m., I'll be in the chemistry lab and you can come for help then. Or Monday, June 11th, so this is the day before the exam at 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and again at 3:30 to 5:30. I know a lot of grade 11s, or probably most of you, have grade 11 functions exams on the Monday afternoon, so that's why I wanted to add sort of the extra evening-ish one right before the Tuesday. Okay, you'll be given everything that's in this list, so a solubility curve, make sure you know how to read those. You'll be given your solubility rules, electronegativities, all that stuff that's normally on the back of your periodic table. You'll get your normal periodic table, and you'll also get a data and equation sheet that I'm going to show you here in just a second. Make sure that you bring a calculator with you and either a pen or pencil and possibly erasers. And no phones are allowed in the exam, obviously. Okay, on the back of that sheet is a checklist of everything that you need to know for each unit. So the unit breakdown for reactions, trends, quantities, solutions, gases, and then some general stuff to remember. So there's a checklist here that you can work through, and as you're like practicing naming compounds, you can check it off and make sure that you know how to do everything on this list. The stuff here at the bottom is things like knowing how to show units, how to do significant figures, how to round properly, that kind of stuff. So some communication marks there. So that's there for you as a checklist while you're studying. Let's take a look at your equation sheet. So your equation sheet, this is the exact sheet that you will get stapled on your exam. You can remove it if you want to. You'll get this, and you'll also get your regular periodic table with all the stuff on the back. But to go through this, you'll be given your constant, so Avogadro's number, and you'll be given the ideal gas constant. Your equations, some of these we don't really use a ton of equations in this in our course. We use a lot of unit analysis style, but in case you're looking for any of this, you might want to label any of these. So things like N is moles, V is volume in liters, C is concentration, which is in moles per liter. This M, I couldn't really get like a curly M the way we normally do it, but that's molar mass. So that's like that M, right? Which is molar mass. The little m is mass in grams. N again is moles. And then over here, this is number of particles. N is moles. And N with the capital A is Avogadro's number. So if you want to go through and label anything or practice working with any of the formulas, your percent yield formula is there, your percent error formula is there, your average atomic mass calculation, so your relative abundance stuff from the second unit is there. It just continues depending on how many isotopes you have. C1V1, that's your dilution equation. So only use this equation when the question says the word dilution in it. And then you've got all of your gas laws that we did in the last unit given to you here. And the last bit is some unit conversion stuff. So 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. You've got your pressure and your Kelvin to Celsius conversions. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions about the exam or what's going to be on it and that kind of thing, then you can go through and you can send me an EDSB message or something. And otherwise, we're going to work on going through a review of each of the 5 units that we've done this year, make a summary sheet, do some practice questions, and then next class I will give everybody a copy of the practice exam and the solutions to that so that you can work through that sort of for homework on your own time. So for the review, I'll just show you quickly here a bit of an outline of what this is going to look like. So you're each going to make a review packet, and it's going to be a big 17 by 11 piece of paper that's going to have the entire course in one location to help you keep yourself organized and have sort of like a quick reference guide. So each panel is for a different unit. So unit number 1, everything you need to know is in there. And then unit number 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll have a bit of a summary for how to do stoichiometry questions on the very end. And then that's it. And this is what we're going to start working through today. We're going to do units 1 and 2.